Welcome to North Metro TV News. I'm Rusty Ray.
And I'm Danica Peterson. We remain in separate locations while North Metro TV studios are closed to the public.
Filing for office opens May 19th. In a normal election year, candidates would visit their city clerk, county elections office, or the Secretary of State's office to fill out and turn in their election forms.
This year, with recent changes to laws, there will be other options.
Election offices across the state are working through ways to keep their staff and the political candidates safe during the filing period. Filing materials are available online, and drop boxes are being set up for candidates to leave their completed forms. In-person filing remains an option.
We're mindful that a lot of candidates use our office for the notary requirement. And so we know that since that's still a part of the affidavit of candidacy, that's a step they'll need to take. So we expect there'll be many that will still be coming in person to file at our office.
And this week, a new law signed by Governor Walz allows for electronic filing and payment.
Electronic filing is brand new. That hasn't been done before. It always had to be in person.
And Blaine City Clerk Kathy Sorensen is hoping that candidates will use the newer options.
We're just encouraging folks to file either electronically through our website or to drop off the filing material.
The filing period is the first of many challenges faced by election offices this year.
Early voting is just around the corner too. You got to be thinking about how that's going to work.
Correct. Absentee voting for the August primary will begin June 26th. And we made the decision early on to move our absentee voting processes to the Mary Ann Young Center, at least for this first cycle for starting June.
That's for in-person absentee voting. Election officials are hoping many voters choose another way.
I mean, Minnesota has a leg up, I think, on a lot of states in that we have this infrastructure in place. Any voter without an excuse can request an absentee ballot by mail. So we're going to take efforts to encourage folks to take advantage of those options and try to do what we can to spread out voting over the course of the 46-day absentee period.
Just to decrease the number of voters in the precincts on election day.
Another part of the new law says that schools cannot be used as polling places unless there is no other reasonable option. Election administrators are tasked with finding safe polling places with as little population as possible. And they have until July to do so. To staff these polling places, they also need election judges, and that comes with its own complications.
Usually these judges in our highest numbers come from the populations that are at highest risk in this current pandemic. So knowing that that's going to be a limitation and that we'll need to be looking at and encouraging folks from other lower risk age groups to sign up and heed the call.
If cities can't find enough election judges, they will be forced to lower the number of polling places to keep every polling place staffed according to state law.
If we keep all our polling places open and operational, we don't need to combine polling places and do things like I'm sure many folks saw in Wisconsin, where you're consolidating a lot of people into a smaller space.
Sorensen has been working to make the necessary plans and changes to make this election season, from filing for office to voting on Election Day, as seamless as possible.
This will be something totally different for us, but we're prepared to do that just like anything else with elections this cycle. Just kind of keep moving and pivoting and responding to the changes that occur.
With officials encouraging and expecting a higher number of absentee votes, the state has given cities an additional 2 days after the election to process these absentee ballots. Depending on the numbers, election night results might be finalized later than usual.